Welcome to the Urban Football Podcast, and we're here again with me, your host, as always, yours truly, and my co-hosts.
I'm not your co-host, by the way, but yeah, my name is Molly Cho.
His name is Molly Cho, and
AY.
AY is from the streets of Madrid, which is quite unfortunate. Well, I say that because unfortunately, no, I'm not going to disclose. Hell, I'm not going to disclose my club. But today we're going to be having a conversation.
If everyone, if people don't know your club right now.
No, I'm not going to disclose my. No.
I'm sure you already know your club.
No. I'm not going to disclose my club. I think I have a bit more self-respect to do that
For this podcast.
So we're going to today we'll be talking on the biggest club competition in the world. I said it. Americans might not agree. They might say NFL. But the biggest club competition in the world, the Champions League. And we're going to be having conversations about, first of all, we're going to be having conversations about how the league has gone so far and how the turnout of the league so far has whether added to or removed from our expectations of the Champions League. Now, the Champions League, we have, obviously, anybody watching the show knows a bit about the Champions League, but I would hope knows a lot about the Champions League. So we have 8 groups in the Champions League, and I will just go straight to it. We have Group A with teams like Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, Rangers, and we have Group B that contains Porto, Atletico Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, Club Rouge, and we have Group C, which is a very, very interesting group. You know what? I'll come back to Group C. We have Group D that has Eintracht, German guys, Frankfurt, Tottenham, Sporting, and Marseille. And in the Group E, we have AC Milan, Chelsea, RB Salzburg, and Dynamo Zagreb. Group F, we have Real Madrid, RB Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Celtic. Group G, we have Man City, Seville, Borussia Dortmund, and Copenhagen. And in Group H, we have PSG, Juve, Benfica, and Maccabi Haifa. Well, we'll be expecting an upset, I hope. If not, I feel sorry for them. But Group C, back to Group C, which is, in my opinion, the most interesting group we have. We have Bayern Munich, we have FC Barcelona, we have Inter Milan, and we have Victoria Plazen. Obviously, it's interesting, not because of Victoria Plazen, but still interesting nonetheless. So, guys, our conversation today would be based on how the league has gone so far in the various leagues. What are our expectations in terms of who qualifies from what group in the Champions League? And we'll start from Group C, actually. In Group C, we have Bayern Munich, we have Barcelona, we have Inter, we have Victoria Plazen. So these are 4 in their own rights. These are 4 juggernauts. So I would ask AY, based on how the season has turned out. Now, bear in mind that FC Barcelona is second in the league. Bayern Munich is third in their league. Bayern Munich is third in their league.
Yeah.
So far, 5 games played. Bayern Munich is third. They've scored 18 goals, though, and they've considered 3, which is something to note. FC Barcelona is second in the league. I would have to look. FC Barcelona, they're second in the Liga. They've played 4 games. They've scored 11 goals. They've considered 1, which is pretty amazing. And then we have Inter Milan. Now, Inter Milan is, even I just found out that Inter Milan is 8th. You'll be shocked to know that Inter Milan is 8th in their league, which is quite interesting because you would expect that they're higher. So I would start with AY. What would be your expectations going into the season? I mean, seeing as a season for that group, what would be your expectation? Who comes out? Who falls short? Do you think there's a chance that Victoria Plaza would actually surprise the world? Because that would be something, wouldn't it?
First and foremost, I'm wondering why we are talking about the Champions League with two Arsenal fans. I am really wondering why.
I think,
But you know what? Let's go on. Let's go on.
guys, I have to clarify. He said two Arsenal fans. Someone behind the camera is an Arsenal fan, obviously, because it's Molade and then the other Arsenal fan behind the camera.
But
it couldn't be me.
basically, I see Barcelona and Bayern Munich, going through that group. I see Victoria Plazen making one or two upsets, and but it's good. Inter cannot. That team doesn't have enough bite. I've seen them play one game and it wasn't eventful. It was just very, very dull. So I think Bayern have they have a good team with Sadio Mane, joining them boys, and they've scored 18 goals, considered 3. Yes,
That is, they have scored.
that's plus 15. That's really, really, really,
Yeah, really
really
good.
impressive. And Barcelona, they are from Spain, so we know they'll give us a good outing anytime.
I mean, I think for me, it'll be interesting to watch Chelsea this season in the Champions League,
Why do you say so?
because I think so far in the league, I would say they've struggled. I watched
have
the game. I
struggled,
watched the game against West Ham, and the biggest conversation in football, started again this season, which is VAR, right? I saw Kone's goal against Chelsea, the West Ham signing from Bournemouth, and I, to be honest, I don't think there's anything wrong with that goal. Same thing with, call me an Arsenal fan, but yeah, same thing with Odegaard's shove on what's his name, Ericsson. It's soft, like the decisions are just soft these days. I'm beginning to feel like there's some sort of I feel like they just want the leagues to be tougher. They just want they want Chelsea to keep up with Liverpool, Man City. They want Liverpool to keep up with Man City. They want Man City to keep up with this. Like, they want to make things a bit harder.
More competitive.
Yeah, a bit more competitive. Now, going back to the Champions League, I personally feel like Chelsea will struggle. I might be wrong, but, they have, new set of players, just getting to know each other.
So Chelsea are in a group that has. Sorry for cutting you, Molade.
Yeah.
Chelsea are in a group that has AC Milan, RB Salzburg, and Dinamo Zagreb.
Funny thing is that for clubs like Dynamo Zagreb, right, you never really understand them, because this season they're probably playing well. Next season they're the Whipping Boys, right? And you'll be surprised that they might probably cause an upset, right, with one of the big teams. Salzburg, I think I'm not too sure, but I think Salzburg, that's where Borussia Dortmund bought Haaland from.
Yeah.
I think they've also gotten a lot of players from Salzburg, a lot of guys that come out of Salzburg. I think it was Salzburg that gave Bayern Munich a tough time last season with that guy that Borussia Dortmund bought, the young Nigerian Adefemi or something like that, or I think it was from Salzburg. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like teams like that you can't just throw them out of the way and be like, this guy's not Whipping Boys. No. So I personally feel like Chelsea would struggle. For me, I would say I'm really excited that Real Madrid strengthened their midfield. Their midfield was a bit aging. I was even worried about them last season. Modric,
sure.
Modric turned up, right? Modric, turned up.
Yeah.
This season we've seen Tchouaméni start 2-3 games, and it's beginning to. And I don't think they're going to miss Casemiro.
I don't think so too.
So you have Casemiro, you have Valverde that can play as a number 4.
Kamavinga can play the 4.
Yeah, Kamavinga. So I feel like there's still a lot that Real Madrid team can give, even though they didn't strengthen attack-wise. I don't think they bought any winger. They didn't buy any new striker. So it'll be interesting to see Real Madrid. I think they have what it takes to, defend their league, their title. However, Manchester City has Haaland, and Haaland already has 10, 11 goals.
10 goals.
Haaland already has 10 goals in the English Premier League. The
yeah.
next person probably has 6 goals or something.
2 goals.
No.
Gundogan.
No, come on.
No, I'm talking about in.
Okay, that's probably
Mitrovic
or
or Zaha.
Yeah. So I was speaking to Gundogan, 2 goals in City.
Yeah.
Yes.
So even though, like, you know, we saw in preseason where Darwin Núñez was taking off his shirt because he don't score one. It was
So
you know,
guys,
yeah.
let's pause
no,
on
hold
Darwin Núñez.
Okay, yeah, I'm just saying, right?
I don't think the jury should be out on Núñez yet.
No, I'm not. See, this is what I think. I just think Haaland has a lot going for him. Back-to-back hat tricks in the league.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's
I
phenomenal.
think he has a lot to offer that Man City team that was already used to scoring a lot of goals, and he's coming with goals. That's the. I think 7 of his 10 goals have come from within the 6-yard box. So he has amazing stats. He has amazing.
I think for Haaland, what worries me as an opposition fan is he hasn't even gotten in his rhythm yet. Like, you don't get the sense that he's gotten into his rhythm. When he gets into his rhythm, the things I expect, I mean, the things he's shown that he can do is just scary, just downright scary.
Yeah.
So he'll be the foodie and KD be the chef.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
He'll eat a lot, I
so
tell
for
you
me,
that.
I feel like teams I want to watch out for would be Manchester City. I would like to watch out for Real Madrid. I'm not really keen on what I'm not really big on what's her name PSG have to offer, to be honest, because although they did strengthen in a couple of places, I struggle with. I don't see any top player that they bought. They might have just gotten decent players that would add up to their squad depth, but I don't. They sold Di Maria, who I think was quite instrumental last season and for the past few seasons. I don't know. I think Messi is getting older. Neymar is close to his 30s, or if not more than 30. I can't really see what they want to offer in the Champions League at this time. Mbappe is being a rude boy, and
In many ways.
yeah, he's been a rude boy in many ways, so like he's just been a rude boy right now, and I don't really see him wanting to play football at this time. So yeah, that's literally my take on
So
what the
it's a
Champions League
good.
is right
I think the conversation is a good segue too, because Molade said something about the expectations he has from Man City, certainly because of how Haaland. I wouldn't say how Man City has started. I would say how Haaland has started, because Man City hasn't necessarily. I mean, they drew last weekend against Aston Villa, a team that you would have expected that they beat. But Haaland has just been so prolific that you'd expect that he would take them somewhere.
But Haaland did score.
Yeah, I know.
A really good goal.
No, my point is that the expectations on Man City is not riding necessarily on the team, more
Right
so
now,
on Erling Haaland, what
Okay.
he has shown that he can do.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm sure Man City has had better stats to the season that they currently have. And I'm sure they've had way better stats to the season that they currently have. But speaking to that, right, because I was one of the people that would have argued that last season the Champions League would for sure come to a Premier League side, right? But it didn't quite happen, because credit to Madrid, I was surprised in what they pulled out, because like you said,
Sorry, could you repeat that again?
credit to Madrid.
Oh, nice.
So
I mean,
Because-
you got to give it credit.
yeah,
to Madrid
100%, yeah.
No, it has to.
I think Madrid took out Chelsea.
They took out everybody.
Chelsea,
Everybody.
Man
PSG,
City,
yeah,
PSG.
they took out everybody.
So,
So
yeah.
they earned, like, it's not one of those Champions Leagues that you say, oh, they were lucky. No, they earned everything they got. And the thing is, I think what struck me out.
I remember whose side you were on in that match.
No, I know.
Just
So,
saying.
but this is the
Just
thing, right?
saying.
So this is the thing, right?
Yeah.
I expected the midfield to be run over, because, like you said, age is something that factors in these games, right? But for some reason, when they got to the final, I expected a team like Liverpool, who plays like high tempo football, to run them over. That didn't happen.
So,
and then they won the game.
you see what I'll say to you is that it was a conversation we had off camera, and when I told you about some of the coaches that I respect the most, I told you Ancelotti is probably in my top 3, right? He's done it.
He's an amazing manager.
He's done it in so many leagues.
Underrated too. Nobody talks about
He's
him.
won the Champions League with AC Milan that I know of. He's won the Champions League with Real Madrid a couple of times, like twice now.
Yes, yeah.
He's won the league in Italy.
As a player and as a
He's won the
coach.
league in Italy, Germany, I think
England.
England.
I think he won
and
with Chelsea.
Spain,
I'm not too sure. Yeah.
Right. He's a fantastic manager. He doesn't say too much. He acts like he has like a problem.
He's Italian.
Right. Now, so the thing is, this is where experience, and this is one of the issues that, I mean, then again, I'll bring Arsenal into the picture. This is one of the issues
And
that
the Champions League night.
Arteta had last season. God bless you. Anyways, but this was one of the issues that Arteta had last season. Inexperience, right? And I think it's going to be Arsenal's downfall this season. For last season, when this season started, a lot of people started saying a lot of things about Klopp and how that fifth season or sixth season it doesn't play so well, yada yada yada. Now, Mane was unsettled last season. Salah was unsettled before the final. He started playing Luis Diaz more than Firmino, and Mane in his favorite positions. He played Mane as a 9. He played Luis Diaz in Mane's position. You start to do things like that because maybe it worked for you in his quarterfinal, semi-final. Madrid has been playing like that for years. Post Ronaldo, they've been playing Vinicius, what's it called, Benzema, Valverde or Rodrigo, right? Or maybe Asensio, Modric, Cruz, Casemiro. Do you understand? They've been playing like that for years, and it's that experience that I feel like, credit to what's the name of your keeper again? Courtois had a very good game. Not a decent. He had a good game, but
I think he had an amazing game. I won't call it good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had an amazing game.
Yes,
but I feel like at the end of the day, it was that experience. They were able to sort of, just the tempo of the game was pretty much in their favor. Like
I agree.
They were able to balance things out.
Even if Courtois was doing a lot of saves, I recall watching that game, but not thinking that Liverpool were particularly as dangerous as I know Liverpool to be.
And we always have this argument, let me not say argument, we always have this conversation about Salah. I think Salah had a couple of chances in that game, and I would say it on camera any other day. I personally don't feel it's world class. I do not think.
So guys,
I do not think
what we'll do now is I'm just going to walk you through all the groups, starting from Group A, and then we're just going to I just need just the name of who you would expect to be out of that group.
Okay.
Not necessarily
like when you say out of the group, like to win the group.
The first two.
Yes, the first two. The guys to qualify.
So I think you just take it group by group.
Yes. So Group A we have Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, and Rangers. So I'll start with Molicho. Who do you expect from Group A?
Liverpool. And so you say Ajax, Liverpool,
Liverpool, Napoli, Rangers.
Oof, that's tough.
That is tough.
I would say Liverpool and Napoli.
No Ajax?
No Ajax. There's no Ten Hag, there's no Martinez, there's no Anthony. New coach, new vibe. I would say Napoli. Osimhen is scoring a lot of goals.
He always is scoring.
Yeah, so I would say, and it's on the Italian side, they defend well. So Napoli and Liverpool. I might be wrong, but I'll say Napoli and Liverpool.
Same here.
Napoli,
Liverpool.
Okay,
in
fair
that
enough.
order.
So that's crystallized.
Napoli
Napoli first.
first.
Napoli first.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
I would go Liverpool first.
All right.
Yeah.
Napoli first.
Urban Football Podcast, guys. Kinds of things you hear here. Anywho, so we have Group B, we have Porto, we have Atletico Madrid, we have Bayern Leverkusen, we have Club Brugge. Again, Porto, Atleti, Bayern Leverkusen, and Club Brugge. Who are we expecting?
What's the third one?
Leverkusen.
I'll go with the first two. I'd say Atletico Madrid and Porto.
So no Bayern Leverkusen for you? Interesting.
I think to be honest, Leverkusen, I can't really see. Who is their star player?
They never have a star
exactly.
player.
So they've had
Kai Havertz.
Exactly.
Was he really star when he was?
They've had Kai Havertz. They've had the guy in Tottenham right now. What's his name? Son.
Yeah.
Son.
Okay.
Yeah. At some point, they had one tall guy that used to play 9 for them. They had, I think, Roberto at some point. They've always had, but right now I think they just had like a good season in the league, right? Porto has been that team that's
Porto
back to back.
expectations.
You understand, and I feel like being that that Portuguese team that has a bit of Spanish flair, they might just overcome one or two teams in that.
So are you taking them to top the group?
I think Atletico Madrid will top the group. I think Atletico Madrid will top the group, and then
I think Porto will top the group.
I think Porto
then
will
Atletico Madrid would be the second on the table.
Interesting. Okay, so we'll move to Group D, obviously, because Group C we have Bayern Munich, we have Barcelona, we have Inter and Victoria Plaza. Now this is a bit tough. We've had a conversation, but I just need a quick. Who do you think goes from the group?
Bayern, Inter,
Barcelona and Victoria Plaza. Guys.
Bayern easy. Bayern Baka.
Okay.
Easy.
Baka Bayern.
No, Bayern Baka all day for me. Bayern Baka.
Bayern.
Okay, so you expect Bayern to come first.
He expects Baka to come.
You expect Baka to come. You expect Bayern.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Understand?
I think Bayern has a lot of goals in there.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they
Bayern
do,
has a
but
lot of goals.
Barcelona is not a team you can
play with.
Overlook right now.
You see, they strengthened
I actually agree with that.
They strengthened up front.
In the group stage, they will wear other teams out. In the knockout stage, is a total
different game.
Different game entirely. But in the group stage, there will be something special.
Okay.
All right. I'll have to say that. I'm here for it. So in Group D, we have Eintracht. Frankfurt.
Just say Frankfurt.
Yes, please. I'll just say Frankfurt. Tottenham, Sporting, and Marseille.
Sporting.
I would say Marseille.
Marseille?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Marseille, and I'm saying this, and I don't really mean it, but because I really, really hate Tottenham, I'll say Tottenham last, and Frankfurt second. Yeah, Marseille and Frankfurt.
Molade is voting with his emotions.
I don't really mean it.
What do you think?
Yeah, Marseille.
I think Tottenham will be up there.
Yeah, I mean,
But
come on.
I can't see. I'll tilt towards a Frankfurt and a Marseille.
Okay.
There's Sporting too. Sporting Lisbon.
Sporting Lisbon, they are inconsistent. They're
Yeah,
inconsistent. They're very
exactly.
inconsistent.
If they were going to have a fantastic season, we would have felt the
something,
vibes.
yeah.
You know, at this point.
I
So, but
struggle
now,
with Sporting.
Fair enough.
I don't know if they won the league last season. Yeah, I don't know if it was Sporting
I
or
think
Porto. I think it was Porto. That
It was
actually won
Porto. I know Sporting has won one in the last 2
Yeah.
years.
So, but no.
So Group E, we have AC Milan, we have Chelsea. Chelsea hasn't had the best of starts in the league. They've been a bit more ordinary than many people had expected. And
Well,
there's
they're still in the top 6.
yeah, which is a big thing in the EPL. But people had expected Chelsea to be top 3 thereabouts, right, going into the season. But we have AC Milan, we have Chelsea, we have Salzburg, we have Dinamo Zagreb.
I think Chelsea. I think it would be AC Milan, Chelsea. Actually, I think it would be Chelsea, AC Milan.
So Chelsea goes first.
Chelsea goes first. The
Okay.
reason why I say that is because even though they had like a bad start,
Okay,
I think they have that experience to still come back.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Who you got?
I'll tilt towards AC Milan, Chelsea, because
fair enough.
AC Milan, they've been very decent. They won the league last season, and Leao is in the form of his life.
So what if in a hypothetical situation, based on what you've spoken, what if in a hypothetical situation, I'm just throwing hypotheticals here. What if in a hypothetical situation, Dinamo Zagreb or Salzburg?
I don't expect that Dinamo Zagreb or Salzburg not to pull up a fight.
Exactly.
Now,
What if they beat a team like Chelsea or
I
AC
expect
They
them
Milan?
to
could,
pull up a
but at
fight.
the end of the
but
day-
I don't think at the end of the day they'll get a result.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Interesting.
They would give you problems, right? They'll give you interesting games, but at the end of the day, can they give you a result? They'll have chances, but they won't take them.
So for Group F, we have Real Madrid, we have Leipzig. Again, I think this is outside of Group C. I think this is quite an interesting group. Or is it? So we have Real Madrid, we have Leipzig, we have Shakhtar Donetsk, and then we have Celtic. I will start with Maucho.
I think easy. The first two. I'd say the first two. I'd say Real Madrid and Leipzig. As long as Nkunku is still with Leipzig. This guy was, I think it was player of the season.
Yeah, his stats are
in the German
ridiculous.
league.
Yeah.
So I think Leipzig were in the semi-finals a couple of seasons ago.
Okay.
This was 2020, the COVID season. Leipzig were in the semi-finals, I think, right? And so far they've been decent, right? If Nkunku had like such a spectacular season last year, I think they have what it takes to actually
To compete.
To compete. I don't think they would mess with Real Madrid. Real Madrid has more than decent experience. Look, man. Let me just say something, right?
See me smiling.
See. Let me tell you something. You see what so many teams are missing is what Ancelotti has done so well. Real Madrid is the perfect balance of experience and youth.
I agree.
Exactly.
It's the perfect look at Rodrigo, Vinicius. Vinicius is 2021. Chalmeni, Camavinga. Look at those players.
So I will
Mendy.
say this,
Those
right?
are really, really
I will
young
say this.
players.
So this is what I will say. I think that if a team like Manchester City allows themselves, they will get to that point. And the reason why I say this is the only reason why that's what I think, and this is a theory, I might be wrong. The only reason why it appears that way for Madrid, or it is that way for Madrid, is because they are winners, right? The reason why they haven't shipped Modric up to Sunderland 2 years ago was because he's a winner.
They don't
Right.
sell to Sunderland.
No, but what I'm just saying, like,
Marcelo has gone to Olympiacos, by the way.
Yeah.
So they'll probably ship him to
yeah. So
maybe like a Dynamo Zagreb.
yeah,
or
what I'm
Galatasaray.
saying is that the only reason why they can hold on to these players that are obviously
Or
old, like
Juventus.
Modric, is because they are winners. They've won, right? So if
And they still have a lot more to offer.
and they have a lot more to offer. Modric still a baller. If-
Modric, not Cruz. I'm very look.
But
when
this is
I,
the-
when I talk football, I say this is I'm giving facts.
but this is the thing about Cruz.
It's
Whenever he's
facts,
called to
Modric.
do a job,
Sadio
he gets
Mane.
it done.
he does the job.
Yeah.
He's not one of those players that will give you mind blowing. He might every now, but he gets the job done. He's
Yeah.
competent.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Madrid has. The
Not Cruz.
least is competent.
Yeah.
The least is competent.
Modric.
Modric is exceptional.
Not Cruz.
But Cruz is competent.
I'm sorry.
Cruz is competent.
What has Cruz done in the last 2
No, what I'm
seasons?
saying is like hold on. There are players that you don't expect world beating from them.
Okay.
But when you bring them in, they don't put a foot wrong. They do their job.
Arsenal
Does that make any
fans
sense? They do their job.
Arguing
I think
about Real
focus,
Madrid.
focus,
I'm focused.
focus
I'm
on-
listening.
yeah,
I'm
focus on
calm.
this.
I'm happy. I'm
Anyways,
listening.
I hear you. I hear
I'm
you.
going to just
I think Cruz. To be honest, I kind of liked Cruz when he was at Bayern Munich. When he joined Real Madrid at first, decent player. I personally don't think Cruz is an exceptional player. Right.
that makes both of us.
I think he's.
But he's exceptional.
I think
He has to
think
be.
he's
in
a
Madrid.
player that would give you. He won't see. He doesn't. You see what makes Arsenal fans hate Xhaka is because he fucks up. What makes Chelsea fans hate Jorginho, some of them, is
like-
because he fucks up.
Yeah.
Right. Cruz doesn't do that.
Yes.
You
That's what
understand?
I'm saying. He's competent.
Yeah,
like,
he's competent.
Yes.
So McTominay is another player that I personally think should be good, but he has his bad days. There are
completely
days where
agree, yes.
I don't even see this man.
showed
He
obvious.
should be a
So
very good player.
if you have players that will give you like 4.5 on some days and they will give you 7 or 6.5 on some days, that's not the mark of a
but
good
if you
player.
give- if
But
you have a
give me- if
6.5,
the list that you give
yes.
me is a 6 or a 6.5,
Yes,
I'll
I'll
take it. Do you understand? So you're not taking unnecessary red cards or something like that. You're not doing things like stupid things. That's what Cruz gives you. I don't necessarily think he's that player that gives a lot of goals, or maybe I'm looking for someone to.
He's a midfielder.
Yeah,
He's
he's not.
he's not
he's
that
not the
kind
player.
of midfielder who would assure you of 10, 15
So let
goals.
me tell you.
But
let me tell you
that-
something. I mean, just to summarize, Cruz, decent footballer. I think it will give you like a 6.5 or a 7 any other day, and that's literally what it is for me. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I agree. I'm very much aligned on that. Yeah, that's true. I'm the host. I shouldn't be agreeing. Anywho, but yeah. So, but who comes 1 and 2 for you in Group F?
Real Madrid, Leipzig, easy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll go with Madrid, Shakhtar.
AY said Madrid like he had another choice.
No. No,
I mean, standard Madrid.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Let's be factual here.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's be
Madrid will always go into the group stage. That's why we've never had a Europa League experience.
Like Barcelona.
Is that a
And
fact
the
though?
others.
Yeah.
And the others.
Barcelona had never had
we
one.
ha-
I don't think that Barcelona had ever had one until this last season.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically, it's a no-brainer for
I mean,
anybody.
they're the
Trend.
Can we move on?
They're the Galacticos. So yeah.
Let's move on. Group
Exactly.
G.
Yeah.
We have Marseille, we have Seville, we have Borussia Dortmund, and we have some team from Denmark called Copenhagen.
Man City. What's
It's
that?
an interesting group.
No, what's the second one?
Seville,
Man City, Seville, the
and
third
then
one.
Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah, Man City, Borussia Dortmund.
Oh, you think Borussia Dortmund will get out of the group?
I think Borussia Dortmund should get out of the group.
Should.
Seville, I watched the game against Barcelona. I think they lost 4-0.
3.
Was it 3?
Yeah.
Was it 3?
3-0, yes.
Okay, so I watched that. I saw that game. I think they sold Oskampos, one of their players. I think it was a decent player. I think he takes the penalties and decent player. But yeah, I don't think El Nesri didn't have the bite. I saw so many times they were trying to play offside and everything. He didn't have the bite. Yeah, maybe it was just one game. It was off the mark. But yeah.
So,
Man City and Dortmund, yeah.
Dortmund.
Yeah.
So no Seville for you too.
Not really.
Interesting. So we have Group H, which is another decent group. We have a PSG, and obviously
Juventus.
I mean PSG has they've been having the time of their life. Neymar, Mbappe, and Lionel Messi. They've been having an amazing time over there in France. Then we have Juve, and we have Benfica, and we have Maccabi Haifa.
Maccabi Haifa, that's Israel. I think I'll go with PSG Juventus. My worry with PSG right now is they sold or didn't renew Di Maria's contract. This guy's out of the club. Paredes is out of the club. You gotta ask yourself, who did they buy?
Even Gay is out of the club. Too.
Yeah. Who did they buy? They did buy some players, but who are they?
Renato Sanchez.
Okay.
He's a good player. If you ask me.
His career has been a bit up and
it's
up and
been
down.
up and down. Yeah.
So is that what PSG actually needs right now?
I mean, if he doesn't get injured, I think he can be an amazing player. I honestly think he can be an amazing player.
I think they should get someone with it, like someone that has proven himself over time. They need to start looking at all them young players that are spazzing, like young players that are playing really well. Frank de Jong was there for the taking. I think they should have actually gotten him.
Was he really there for the taking?
He was there for the taking. No.
Wasn't Barcelona like?
They wanted to sell him. They were really ready to let him go.
Why did they sell him to Man U then?
They were trying to sell him to Man U, but he was like, pay me my money first
before I go.
Yeah, pay me my money.
So he would have said the same thing to.
Yeah, but I'm sure they would have been able to sort it out.
Yeah, make an arrangement.
Make an arrangement that when we get the money, we'll pay. We'll pay you off.
So you're going for.
Definitely PSG and
Juve, Benfica, Maccabi.
I think I'll go with Benfica. Let's see.
Yeah, because again it has to be said.
See, Benfica is they are, I don't even know what to even call themselves, but I don't know if I should call them a seeding club or a
grooming club.
A grooming club.
The
right?
groom club for the big boys to come and buy.
You see, Benfica and Salzburg, right? Those are clubs that they groom players so that you come and buy them.
Yeah.
Right.
Benfica is always on the
Benfica
siege.
has been selling players since what 19 something.
They're like a Southampton for global football.
Southampton.
They're like the Southampton for global. You know what Southampton used to be? Southampton used to be just basically groom club for groom players for Premier League sides, and they'll come and take them.
They don't really have so many.
They groom quite a lot, actually for Arsenal.
Really? Oh, them Walcott and Oxlade.
Yeah.
What did you say? You said they groom a lot of what players?
They groom players for teams to come and take them.
Okay, I thought you said they groom a lot of good players or great players.
No, they just groom players for teams to come and take them.
Please don't call them great players. Walcott
Great players.
Thank you.
Anyways, so guys, we'll have to wrap up. But before we go, I would want to ask a question, and I'll extend that question over to you, the viewers. Who would you consider the dark horse in the Champions League so far? Who would you consider, not so far, who would you consider the dark horse in the Champions League? What team would you consider the dark horse? What team would you expect somehow to do something that isn't obvious? Hold that thought. I'll start with AY.
Dark horse. All the other teams have not lived up to expectations so far.
So again, we have
And
teams.
that's
We have
my
teams
major
like
challenge.
Rangers, Club Brugge. We have teams like Victoria Plazen, Marseille, Sporting. We have clubs like Zagreb. We have clubs like Celtic, Donetsk. We have clubs like Copenhagen, and Maccabi Haifa. Now, again, this is no disrespect to these clubs. They are champions in their own right, obviously.
If I'm forced to pick one, I'll pick a Shakhtar.
I think I'll pick Marseille.
I'll pick a Shakhtar.
I'll pick Marseille. Bear in mind, Marseille has been doing pretty well in the French league. Nuno Tavares has scored 3 goals in 4 games.
Oh, really?
Alexis Sanchez is there, even though he didn't really have a good season in Man U. He didn't really have something great in Inter Milan, but I think he would want to pick up over there. Guendouzi is there, has been playing decent football. Okay. I think they also came second last year in the league. I think the only player they've lost this
Saliba, which is a huge loss.
So I think Olympique Marseille might just do pretty well this new season. Yeah.
Okay. So guys, that's all we have time for, and thank you for honoring us with your time. And to see more of our content, you can first of all like, share, subscribe, and comment here.
Comment is there.
As always. Yeah. And if you want to see more amazing content, you can click here Oh, here.
Jeez, this guy is the worst.
As always. Here or here.